Question number 8, exercise 2.8. If omega is not equal to 1, is a cube root of unity. Omega not equal to 1 is a cube root of unity. Then show that subdivision number 1, 1 minus omega plus omega square whole power 6 plus 1 plus omega minus omega square whole power 6 is equal to 128. Given 1 minus omega plus omega square whole power 6 plus 1 plus omega minus omega square whole power 6, and omega is cube root of unity. If omega is a cube root of unity, then 1 plus omega square equal to 0. From this result, 1 plus omega equal to minus omega square, and 1 plus omega square equal to minus omega. By substituting these two values within the bracket, now 1 plus omega square will turn as minus omega. So already we have minus omega here, minus omega, and 1 plus omega square again a minus omega whole power 6 plus 1 plus omega means minus omega square. So 1 plus omega turn as minus omega square and minus omega square whole power 6. This is equal to minus 2 omega whole power 6 plus minus 2 omega square whole power 6. Now separating the power, 2 power 6 minus 2 power 6 will be plus 2 power 6 into omega power 6 plus minus 2 power 6 into omega power 12. Now 2 power 6 means minus 2 power 6 means plus 2 power 6, 2 power 5 32, 2 power 6 64 into omega power 6 means omega cube into omega cube, plus here also 64 into omega cube into omega cube into omega cube. Omega is a cube root of unity, then omega cube will be equal to 1, which implies 64 into 1 plus 64 into 1, which is equal to 64 plus 64 equal to 128. Question number 8, subdivision number 2. If omega is not equal to 1 is a cube root of unity, then show that 1 plus omega into 1 plus omega square into 1 plus omega power 4 into 1 plus omega power 8 etc. 1 plus omega power 2 power 11 equal to 1. Now I have taken the LHS, 1 plus omega power 2 power 1 or omega power 2, omega power 4, 1 plus omega power 8 etc. omega power 2 power 11. If omega is a cube root of unity, we have 1 plus omega square is 0. Sum of the 1 plus omega square is 0. And omega plus omega square equal to minus 1. And 1 plus omega equal to minus omega square. 1 plus omega square equal to minus omega. And omega cube equal to 1. Now look at the powers. Omega square, that is omega square only. Then omega power 4, that is equal to omega cube into omega. Because omega cube is 1, we can change it as omega. So omega power 4 will be equal to omega. Then omega power 8, that is equal to omega power 6 into omega power 2. Omega power 6 means omega cube into omega cube, that become 1. So omega power 8 equal to omega square. And here 2 power 1, 2 power 2 4, 2 power 3 is 8, and 2, this is 2 power 2 and 2 power 2, here 2 power 3, omega power 8, 2 power 4 means omega power 16. This means omega power 12 into omega square. Omega power 12, omega power 15. Omega power 15 into omega. We can rewritten as omega power 15 into omega. This is equal to omega cube whole power 5 into omega. So again we have omega. Now look at the power. 2 power omega power 2 power 2 is omega square, 2 power 1 is omega square, 2 power 2 means omega power 4 is omega. So substitute here 1 plus omega, this 1 plus omega square remains the same. Omega power 4 means that is equal to omega, so 1 plus omega, and here omega power 8 means that is omega square, 1 plus omega square, etc. Here 2 power 11, omega power 2 power 11, that will be equal to 1 plus omega square. Listen here, how it is 1 plus omega square. This is 2 power 1. Here we have 2 power 2. 2 power 1 is omega square. 2 power 1 equal to omega square. And 2 power 2 is omega. For 2 power 2, 4 means 2 power 2, that is omega. And 8 equal to 2 power 3, that is equal to omega square. And 16 equal to 2 power 4, that is equal to omega. Look at here, the first term is 1 omega square. Again we have omega square. Omega square. Similarly we will get omega square. So substituting omega square, omega power 4, omega power 8, etc. Omega power 2 power 11. The terms 1 plus omega and 1 plus omega square repeated 6 times. So totally we can have, listen carefully here, there are 6 terms of omega, 1 plus omega, and 6 terms of 1 plus omega square will exist. Totally we will have from 2 power 1 to 2 power 11 we have 11 terms, and another term we have 1 plus omega. So totally we can have 12 terms. In it 1 plus omega exists 6 times and 1 plus omega square exists 6 times. So we can write it as, totally we can write it as 1 plus omega power 6 into 1 plus omega square whole power 6. For 1 plus omega we have minus omega square. So minus omega square whole power 6. And for 1 plus omega square we have minus omega power 6. This is equal to omega power 12 into omega power 6. Both are multiples of 3. Both has the power as multiple of 3. The power is multiple of 3, that will be equal to 1. Omega cube equal to 1. And omega power 6 is equal to 1. And omega power 12 equal to 1. So here 1 into 1, that is equal to 1. So the answer is equal to 1. Next question, 9th question. If z equal to 2 minus 2i, find the rotation of theta radians in the counterclockwise direction about the origin. Z equal to 2 minus 2i, find the rotation of theta radian. Find the rotation of z of theta radians in the counterclockwise direction about the origin when theta follows pi by 3. Second subdivision theta follows 2 pi by 3. For third subdivision theta follows 3 pi by 2. So the complex number z into e power I theta is a rotation of z by theta radians in the counterclockwise direction at the origin. This is an important result. It may ask in 1 mark also. So z into e power I theta is the rotation of z by theta radians in the counterclockwise direction at the origin. So we should find the z e power I theta value. So for first one, z into e power I theta equal to, z is given as 2 minus 2i into e to the power I theta is pi by 3. Now this is in Euler form. We can easily write it as cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. So we should make this complex number in polar form. So writing in polar form, 2 minus 2i equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Here r equal to root of x square plus y square, that is equal to root of 4 plus 4 equal to root 8, that is equal to 2 root 2, that is r value. Now alpha equal to tan inverse of modulus of y by x, that is equal to tan inverse of modulus of minus 2 by 2 is minus 2 by 2 equal to 1. So tan inverse of 1. Tan inverse of 1 means alpha equal to pi by 4. Now theta lies in plus minus 2 minus 2i. Real part is plus and imaginary part is minus. So that means plus minus. Plus minus means it is in the quadrant of fourth quadrant. Plus minus. So theta lies in fourth quadrant. We have theta equal to, theta lies in fourth quadrant. Theta lies in fourth quadrant. Therefore theta equal to minus alpha, that is equal to minus pi by 4. Now converting this in polar form, 2 minus 2i equal to r into, the value of r is 2 root 2 into cos theta, cos of the theta is minus pi by 4 plus I sine of minus pi by 4 into e power I pi by 3. So I have written 2 minus 2i in polar form and then multiplying e power I pi by 3. Here which is equal to 2 root 2 into e power I pi by 3 means the cos of minus pi by 3 plus I in minus pi by 4 sorry plus I into sine of minus pi by 4 into e power I pi by 3 means cos of pi by 3 plus I into sine pi by 3, or we can convert this one as e power minus I pi by 4. That is easy to calculate. Now simplifying this, 2 root 2 into, now adding the values pi by 3 minus pi by 4. When we multiply, the argument will be added. So pi by 3 minus pi by 4. Pi by 3 minus pi by 4 equal to 4 pi minus 3 pi by 12. 4 pi minus 3 pi by 12. 4 pi minus 3 pi by 12. That is equal to pi by 12. That is equal to pi by 12. So substitute here cos pi by 12 plus I into sin pi by 12. So cos pi by 12, I into sin pi by 12. So when we multiply the complex number by theta radians pi by 3, it, the counterclockwise direction at the origin, the new complex number is 2 root 2 into cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Now for the second subdivision, that is theta equal to 2 pi by 3. Now z into e power I theta, the z is 2 minus 2i into e power I theta is 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. Now we have found 2 minus 2i as r into r is 2 root 2. 2 root 2 into cos, the theta value is minus pi by 4. So cos of minus pi by 4 plus I into sine of minus pi by 4 into e power I 2 pi by 3. Now 2 root 2 into this fully rewritten as e power minus I pi by 4 into e power I 2 pi by 3. E power minus I pi by 4 into e power I 2 pi by 3. Now we can add the powers. 2 root 2 into e to the power I into 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 4 now. 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. Taking LCM here. So 8 pi minus 3 pi. 8 pi minus 3 pi by 12. That is equal to 5 pi by 12. So substituting here e to the power I into 5 pi by 12. This can be rewritten as 2 root 2 into, we can rewritten as 2 root 2 into e power I 5 pi by 12 equal to cos of 5 pi by 12 plus I into sine of 5 pi by 12. Cos of 5 pi by 12 into sine of 5 pi by 12. This is the answer for the second one. Now the third one is, the third subdivision is theta equal to 3 pi by 2. So z is 2 minus 2i into e to the power I into theta is 3 pi by 2. Now 2 minus 2i can be written as in the polar form, that is r into r value is 2 root 2 into cos of theta value is minus pi by 4, cos of minus pi by 4 plus I into sine of minus pi by 4 into e power I 3 pi by 2. Now this can be written as in Euler form, e to the power minus I pi by 4 into e to the power I 3 pi by 2. Now adding the power, which is equal to 2 root 2 into e to the power I into minus pi by 4 plus 3 pi by 2. Now taking LCM here, simplifying in this place, we have minus pi by 4, then plus 3 pi by 2, plus 3 pi by 2. Taking LCM, minus 2 pi and plus minus 2 pi plus 6 pi, cross multiplying minus 2 pi plus 12 pi minus 2 pi plus 12 pi by 8, that is equal to 10 pi by 8, that is equal to, by cancelling 2, 5 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, the last one is 5 pi by 4. So substitute here, which is equal to 2 root 2 e to the power I into 5 pi by 4. Now expanding that one equal to 2 root 2 into cos of 5 pi by 4 plus I into sin of 5 pi by 4. Question number 10, exercise 2.8, the last question in your chapter 2, complex number. Prove that the values of fourth root of minus 1 are plus or minus 1 by root 2 into 1 plus or minus I. We should prove the value of fourth root of minus 1 are 1 plus or minus 1 by root 2 into 1 plus or minus I. So taking this fourth root of minus 1, fourth root of minus 1 equal to minus 1 power 1 by 4. The polar form of minus 1 is, polar form of 1 is cos 0 plus I sin 0. Polar form of minus 1 is cos pi plus I sin pi whole power 1 by 4. So to find these type of solutions, nth root of a unity, or we have some steps. First one, write in polar form of given complex number. Write in polar form. Write the given complex number in polar form. So minus 1 is the complex number, and we have written in the polar form of cos pi plus I sin pi. The second step is add 2k pi to the argument. 2k pi to argument. So here argument is pi. Adding 2k pi with this, we'll have cos of 2k pi plus pi plus I into sin of 2k pi plus pi whole power 1 by 4. The next step is, first one, write in polar form, add 2k by to the argument pi, and then the third step is apply De Moivre's theorem. Apply De Moivre's theorem. By De Moivre's theorem, we can bring the power in, multiply the power with the argument. So cos of 1 by 4 into 2k pi plus pi plus I into sin of 1 by 4 into 2k pi plus pi, where k varies from 0, 1, 2, 3. The denominator has 4, so we have 4 values, but start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now substituting k equal to 0, k equal to 0 means it will be equal to, you can simplify it as cis, CAS is 2k pi plus pi. Now substituting the 2k pi plus pi, substituting k equal to 0, we have cis pi by 4, and here we have 4. The first one is cis pi by 4. When k equal to 1, substituting in it k equal to 1, 2k pi, 2 pi plus pi, 3 pi by 4. So it will be cis 3 pi by 4. And k equal to 2, substituting k equal to 2 here, 2 2s are 4, 4 pi plus pi is 5 pi, so cis 5 pi by 4, and k equal to 3, substituting k equal to 3, here 6 pi plus pi 7 pi, so 7 pi by 4, that is equal to cis 7 pi by 4, that is equal to cis 7 pi by 4. So the roots are, first one is cis pi by 4, second one is cis 3 pi by 4, and 5 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4. Now finding its values, the value of cis pi by 4, cis pi by 4 equal to cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4, cos pi by 4 is root 2, 1 by root 2, plus I sin 5 pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So it can expanded as cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4, cos pi by 4, cos 45 1 by root 2, sin pi by 4, that is 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2. And then cis 3 pi by 4, multiple of pi by 4 with 3, multiple of pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 will be equal to 3 pi by 4 means 3 pi by 4 means it will be equal to this 3 pi by 4 means cos 3 pi by 4 and plus I sin 3 pi by 4. Its value is pi by 4 means 45. 3 times 5 by 4 means 135. So cos 135 value is minus 1 by root 2 plus I into 1 by root 2. Minus 1 by root 2 plus I into sin 135 is 1 by root 2. Similarly, cis 5 pi by 4 equal to 5 pi by 4 equal to again adding pi by 4. First one is 45. Second one is 3 times 45 135 and next one is 5 times 45 225 and then the next one is 7 pi by 4 7 times 45. Look at here. Now cis pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2. Cis 3 pi by 4 cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4, that is minus 1 by root 2 plus I into 1 by root 2. Now cis 5 pi by 4 means this is 225 degree, that is cos 5 pi by 4 plus I sin 5 pi by 4. So cos 5 pi by 4 will be equal to 1 by cos 5 pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2 that is equal to minus 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2, and then the last one here we have for the last one cis 7 pi by 4 equal to minus 1 by here plus plus minus plus minus minus plus minus, that is 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. Therefore, the values are here we have the values of fourth root of minus 1 are plus or minus, that is 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2 comma minus 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2 comma minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2 comma minus plus 1 by root 2 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. According to the quadrant it will vary. Pi by 4 means first quadrant, then 3 pi by 4 means it is second quadrant, so minus plus, and for the third quadrant 5 pi by 4 means it is third quadrant, both are negative, and for the fourth quadrant is plus minus, so 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. So we can write as a combined value of 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2. Now minus 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Totally we can write as plus or minus 1 by root 2 into 1 plus or minus I. That is they are all equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2 into 1 plus or minus I.